welcome to Cindy Crafts. I am going to try this to see if I can upload. I lost all that footage that I had on my phone because I was trying to cut down on I was trying to delete what I didn't need and unload some apps that I didn't need, and I ended up, and I'm like, oh, I already uploaded that to iMovie. I'm good. I can delete it from my phone. Well, until I publish it from iMovie to my phone, and it's on my phone again, it's not on my phone. So, and of course, I moved the camera to this side, and again, I'm looking in the wrong place. Will I ever learn? No, I will not. So, I woke up, let's see, it's Friday, January 11th, and I'm driving to work today because I'm running late. I'm too late for the 7:25 bus at the park and ride, so I'm going to drive instead and hopefully take a different route today because we have the rock and roll marathon going on, I think this weekend here in town, and so some of our streets are messed up, so I'm going to try a different route today. So we will see if I get lost or not. So, update. I couldn't sleep last night. Woke up at, I don't like this angle, but that's better, I guess. I woke up at 4:45, I think, 45. And I don't have to get up till 6. And then I set my second alarm for 6:30 just in case. So, I took a shower last night, so I re-wetted it because after sleeping on it, yeah. So anyway, I woke up at 4:45, and of course, what did I want to do at 4:45? I didn't want to try to go back to sleep. Of course not. Who would want to do that? That would have been the smart thing to do, because now I'm tired. But instead, I decided that I wanted to work on my diamond painting. So, because I was so close to finishing it. And we're talking about the jellyfish one that I did the drill with me on. And I took a picture of it, so at the end of this video, I will put a picture, the glitter, the Mod Podge glitter is not fully dry yet, so there's a couple of little white marks, but it will dry clear, so yeah, so I'll insert that. So I decided that I'd work on that. So I think we're slipping. My mat that goes underneath my holder on my dashboard, I can't find it. My sister was driving the car last night, and I don't know if she did something with it, or I got my windshield replaced day before yesterday. That they might have done something with it if it was on my dashboard, because she put this thing in the little junk drawer in the middle of the car, but one of those sticky mats, the round ones, was on the dashboard. it's nowhere to be found, and I bet you that it got somehow taken away with the trash or whatever. So, anyway. Okay. Where was I? I was talking about that I got up at 4:45 and I wanted to work on my diamond painting. And I finished it. And I did the baby wipes thing. To clean it. And I think I don't want to give credit to somebody or not give credit to the right person. But anyway, it was on somebody's channel that I watched a long time ago about baby wipes and cleaning your paintings and whatnot. And this one is a partial, so it had a lot of areas that needed cleaning and just generalized stuff. So I did that, and then I also really got down there and looked at each drill and made sure it was on the circle, because this particular one it's a rhinestone one. So it doesn't have, grid lines, it's not your typical pattern kind of deal. And so, there's the tendril things. I don't know if they're tendrils, but they're like, wavy things that come off the jellyfish itself, and those hang down, and that's, they're spaced out, but all the circles are white, and then they have the symbol in the center of the white. And so if you don't have the diamond placed on it exactly, you're gonna end up with little white things showing, and that was a pain. And then there was a lot of trash. When I was diamond painting, I didn't notice it, but a lot of the rhinestones were... Now, I noticed the ones that had that were upside down, basically. So they had and the rhinestones have the raised part is the colored part, and the flat part is silver. And they had it opposite. So the silver part was raised and the flat part was the color. So those I caught when I was going through them originally when I was doing the painting. So I didn't have any of those to find, but some of them were completely flat, like it looked like a deflated balloon. So, in a line of diamonds, you have, all pretty raised, and then you have this flat one. So I went through with my tweezers, my Every Moment tweezers, and I picked off all the flat ones, and anything that didn't look up to par, or any colors that didn't jive with everything else. So I did that, and then I came back through and deposited the a better diamond. So I'm gonna do a drill with me over the weekend, I'm gonna go back to my custom and for a little while, and so when I do that, I will show you guys the I'll show you guys the painting again in the video, and I'll also show you the trash, because it was a significant amount of trash for as little as the painting itself was big. You know, it's a 50 by 30 or 50 by 40, something like that. And so gosh, the street that I'm on, there's some squirrely drivers. If I look distracted, that's trying to concentrate on the squirrely drivers, because they're squirrely on this street. So anyway, so it was a relatively large size that I'm going to frame, but the number of drills really isn't that significant. You know, it did take me a while to do, because I've had all the other stuff happen in my life since I started it, with Dewey and everything like that. So I will go ahead and I'll show you that stuff while I, you know, right before I do my drill with me. People are turning left at the suicide lane. You know, I've discussed this with you before, why we call it the suicide lane. And right now it's supposed to go that way, and there's people turning left going north. So we're going south right now, and the northbound people are supposed to stay out of that lane between 6 and 9. We're right down in the middle. So they were getting honked at. So anyway, update on Dewey. He is doing better. Yesterday he only had medication once, and he's walking around. He hobbles and kind of falls over, and he can basically do that. It's good to get him, you know, used to walking and things, but he cannot jump whatsoever. So of course, how do you tell, you know, a dog that you can't jump? But we've been pretty good. We've been he was on crate rest for since it happened, and it's now 3 weeks ago tomorrow. So it'll be 3 weeks that we've adhered to the only crate rest, or holding him, of course, and where he couldn't walk around. And the only time that he was on all 4 feet was when he was going to the bathroom. And so this is big for him, well, and for us, you know, because I was really worried that, you know, he would never regain those legs. And, you know, he just turned 3, so you know, I was just, and of course they throw out the surgery thing. They offered to give me a referral for a neurologist for my dog, and I said, you know, if push comes to shove, I'll give him a little cart with wheels or whatever. And they said, you know, in certain situations it could be life-threatening. You know, it could, you know, impact their quality of life and their because the second time I went in, he got a shot of methadone. So, I mean, it was a serious injury, So, the first time he had morphine, the second time he had methadone, the third time they didn't give him injection, but they expressed his pee and made him poo and, all of that. And so, and I don't know if I touched base on this before, but this emergency vet is the best emergency vet I have ever been to. So this third visit that we had, they took him back and they did his vitals and did an exam and stuff on him, and made him pee. So they manipulated him, made him pee, made him poop, and then they brought him back up to me, and then I had requested a refill on his gabapentin. Oh no, there's an accident in my lane. Lord. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's just the light. An officer's lights were on, and now they're off. So okay, well, good. Oh, good. He was helping a stranded motorist. Whew. Good thing. But that side of the road is really, really backed up. Glad I'm not going that way. So he's on gabapentin, meloxicam, and I know I've told you this. Gabapentin, meloxicam, and muscle relaxant, methocarbamol, muscle relaxant. And they all do it. They have dog types, just for canines, or I think this one's, all three of those are just for canines. And so they mix up the gabapentin in a liquid form just for dogs. And so that makes it easier than having to open up a capsule and do all the, I think I'm going to go down this road. My other dog at one point, way, 10 years ago or whatever, had a back issue, and he was on gabapentin. And at that time, they had capsules of like 100 milligrams, and I had to break open the capsules and pour it out onto a, whatever, cutting board or a mirror or whatever, and chop it up into 4 equal doses and give him 25 milligrams. Yeah, that was fun. So now it's just a liquid. So those 3 medications and the visit where they checked his vitals and made him pee and made him poop and all that was $34. Yeah. And it was at 9 o'clock at night. So I was in, after, while it was, in the swing shift part, in second shift, and after business hours. So, really, in my vet in Tucson, I would pay, basically they wanted like $200 to walk in the door, or $100. Well, no, they want, I think the fee for just the after hours fee, so before they even look at the dog or anything, it was $75, like a surcharge for it being after hours. And so this $75 surcharge is put on there, and then they'll see your dog and, you know, recommend treatment and whatever, and that goes up by another like $100 and something. So I don't think I ever made it out of there for under like $220. I don't think I ever did. And I took a few of my dogs to the emergency vet, and one of my dogs, unfortunately, they recommended a $5,000 surgery on her. And I can't afford that. I went to my regular vet, and she said, well, I can do it for a quarter of the price. And so we went ahead and did, but there had been like 2 days in between, before I could get her in and be on the surgical schedule and whatnot. And it was too late. They were not able to save her. She ate a Berber rug and a runner. So she started eating it, and Berber is all one line of rope, kind of. And so when she started eating it, it looks like, now she did it when we weren't home, so we didn't even know until she started throwing up, and it was too late then, because she started eating it and it wouldn't stop. It wouldn't, it just kept going back and forth and down her throat. So it was one big line. And then when she tried to throw it up, she threw up some and was able to cut it off with her teeth and re-swallow it, because we found it. And but there was, who knows what that did in her gut. And when my personal vet got in there, she was it was all necrotic, and it was bad. It was bad news bears. So yeah, and it still cost me a fourth of $5,000. So anyway, I'm just very grateful that I found the vet that I did. So there's my update on that. So I am going to do some drill with me's over the weekend, and I've talked my sister into doing it with me. I'm going to be doing it on the computer. So we're going to set up a TV tray on the computer facing towards us while we each do our own. I got her a big light pad for her birthday. For Christmas. And she hasn't used it yet. And so we're going to hook that up, and it's big enough where she can even use it as a lap desk. She was using a drawing thing with the, like a clipboard, drawing clipboard, and putting her light pad on there and having it attached with one of those sticky things on because the light pad was a small one, and having it attached with the sticky thing on the clipboard, and then have the clipboard on her lap and be able to do it on her lap. But now that she has the bigger one like I do, she is going to use that, and then we'll both be able to diamond paint and be filmed. I haven't used my big light pad on my custom yet, so I'm I'm very excited. And on this one that I just did, the rhinestone one, I didn't need a light pad. It was thick enough of a canvas where the light pad really didn't make a difference. So I just went ahead and did it without it and didn't have any problem whatsoever. So, anywho, I am almost to work now, and I want to get this up before I start work, and that way you guys will know what's going on. And thank you for liking and subscribing. And oh, I have 100 subscribers. I haven't talked to you guys since I got 100 subscribers. It went to 100, then went to 99, and now it's back to 100. And I am just in awe. I just can't believe it. It's just amazing that I have 100. And hopefully I'll just keep on growing. I need to get more videos out. That's the way I, attract new people, and that's the way I keep you guys interested. And let me know. I didn't get very many comments on the wallet that I did, so let me know if you liked it. Let me know if it was understandable, if you were able to, if you did one. I would love to see it. I would love to see your concoction of it. And I just wanted everybody to be prepared, like I wasn't. And see you guys later. All right. Bye-bye.